Sadhu and his that they were the and brought them before them to no Sadhu had to Chandrakeshwar all their lords spare even Sadhu broke into everything. Very hungry and stopped at the place offered. When she had been in somebody's house to perform the puja, she collected all Satyanarayana to Lord Satyanarayana was next Sadhu and his frightened and stood before the king with bowed heads. The king talked to them gently and said, "You too have suffered greatly because of your fate, but now there is nothing to fear." The king returned their merchandise, gave them new clothes and gifts, and bade them goodbye. Chapter 4. Sadhu and his son-in-law loaded their boats with the riches given to them by the king and sailed homewards. Lord Satyanarayana wanted to test Sadhu further. He took the form of an ascetic with a trident, appeared before Sadhu, and asked him what he was carrying in his boat. Without realizing that the ascetic was indeed Lord Satyanarayana in disguise, Sadhu laughed mockingly and said, You Brahmin, were you thinking of stealing my things? We do not have any valuables in the boat except leaves and creeper plants. Whereupon Lord Satyanarayana replied, "O Sadhu, so be it." The god then departed in great haste and stood by the seashore. When Sadhu went into his boat, he discovered to his horror that the boat was filled with leaves and creeper plants, just as he had falsely told the ascetic. Sadhu swooned at the sight, but was revived by his son-in-law, who spoke. "This must be the curse of the ascetic. He must be a mystic. Let us go to him and ask for his forgiveness." The two merchants went to the seashore where the mystic was meditating. They fell at his feet and repeatedly begged for his forgiveness. Pleased by Sadhu's devotion, the Lord said, "Sadhu, do not weep. You suffer because you have broken your promise time again." On hearing this, Sadhu prayed to God, "O Lord, even Brahma and other devas drowned in your Maya cannot comprehend your various forms completely. How can I? With my limited ability, how can I comprehend your various forms? I pray according to my limited knowledge. Please show me your true form and bless me." Upon hearing this, God was pleased and granted his wishes, restoring his merchandise in the boat, and disappeared. The two merchants then joyfully sailed homewards. On reaching their hometown, they sent a messenger to their wives to inform of their safe arrival. At the time, Leelavati and Kalavati were performing Satyanarayana Puja. Leelavati quickly finished the puja and asked her daughter to do so. She then hurried to the seashore to meet her husband. Kalavati, in her eagerness to meet her husband, forgot to eat the prasad and rushed to the seashore. This action of her angered Lord Satyanarayana. He caused the boat and her husband to drown in the sea. Not finding her husband, Kalavati started weeping. All were wonderstruck and frightened. Sadhu was at a loss to know what to do. Thinking that it was Lord Satyanarayana's Maya, he announced to everybody that he would perform Satyanarayana Puja and prayed to Lord Satyanarayana again and again. At this, Lord Satyanarayana, the savior of the sinners, was very pleased and said, "O Sadhu, your daughter did not eat the prasad in her haste to see her husband, and so I made him and the boat disappear. Let her go home and take the prasad and return." On hearing this, Kalavati rushed home, ate the prasad. When she returned to the seashore, she found to her joy her husband and the boat. Then Sadhu returned home happily with his relatives, performed Satyanarayana Puja on every full moon day. With God's grace, he enjoyed all the comforts in the world and finally attained salvation. Chapter 5. Maharshi Suta continued. Once there was a king called Tungadhwaja who underwent a lot of misery because he refused the Satyanarayana Prasad. One day after hunting, he was resting under a tree. Cowherds were happily performing Satyanarayana Puja nearby. The king in vanity refused the prasad they offered. When he reached his palace, he found that his kingdom, all his sons, his wealth, and everything had disappeared. Then it occurred to him that Lord Satyanarayana was probably angry with him. He went back to the cowherds, prostrated himself before Lord Satyanarayana, and performed the puja with great devotion. The Lord showered his blessings, and king regained everything he had lost earlier. He lived happily and reached Vaikuntha after his death. Maharshi Suta said, "O holy men, I have narrated to you this Satyanarayana Katha, which was originally told by Lord Vishnu to Narada Muni. By observing this vrata, mankind can attain salvation. In this Kali Yuga, observance of the vrata can lead to gratification of one's wishes." Thus ended the narration of Maharshi Suta, after which Shaunaka and other rishis returned to their respective places.
In front of the kalasham and keep offering akshatas. Om Chatramaachadayami, Jamarena Vijayami, Nrutyam Darshayami, Geetam Shravayami, Vajjangoshayami, Samastarajopacara, Devopachara, Bhaktiyopachara, Mantropachara, Shastropachara, Puja Samarpayami, Hisse Smurtya Jana Moktya Dava Puja Kriya Jonyanam Sampurna Danyati Sadhyo Mandedam Chadam Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardana Itpujam Yadev Paripurnam Dadastenaya Dhyana Vahana Shodasopachara Puja Cha Bhagavan Sarvatmakaha सर्वं श्री सांग जबरवार समेत रमाजय सत्यनारायण स्वामी देवता प्रीता प्रसन्ना वरदा भवतु. Offer akshatas and some little bit water along with the akshatas in front of the kalasham. Now we are doing the Harati Sarmir, which is not Valakamandu Valu.
तन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट।
ओम सम्राजं च विराजं चाभिष्टेदियाजनो गृहे लक्ष्मीराष्ट्रस्यामुखेतयामासकुं सृजामसि नीराजनं दर्शयामि नीराजनानन्तरं शुद्धाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर महादेव। wholesome akshatas. ओम यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजं तदेवाः तान् धर्मान् प्रथमान्यासं ते हनाकं महिमानसदं ते अत्र पूर्वे साध्यासं ते देवाः आवाहितेभ्यः सर्वाभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। यथास्थानं प्रवेशयामि। Offer in front of the kalasham and hold together that kalasham. Lift it and put it back. Pandit ji is coming and give the mantapadhanam to him. यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजं तदेवाः तान् धर्मान् प्रथमान्यासं ते हनाकं महिमानसदं ते अत्र पूर्वे साध्यासं ते देवाः सांगजपरिवारसमेत धर्मासत्यनारायणस्वामिने नमः। यथास्थानं प्रवेशयामि। श्रीर्वर्चस्वमायुष्यमारोग्यमावेधाचोभामानं महीयते धान्यं धनं वशं बहुपुत्रलाभको शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः। सांगजपरिवारसमेत धर्मासत्यनारायणस्वामि देवतानुग्रह प्रसाद सिद्धिरस्तु। बोलो सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय। ఆ ప్రసాదాలు మొత్తం అంతా కూడా మీరు తీసుకోండి. ఆ ఫ్రూట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే కనుక ఆ ఫ్రూట్స్ బౌల్లో